And blendy blend. Bronzing. Ugh. Proceed with caution. My face just eats blush. Does anyone else get really red ears? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For anyone who's new here, welcome. My name is Bridget. I am passionate about makeup and skincare, and today I'm going to do a full face of nothing new. I recently did a clear out of my makeup collection, which was so cathartic. And one of the really wonderful things about doing a clear out of your makeup collection is you find things that you didn't know you had. I did know I had them, but I didn't appreciate them or give them enough love. So today I'm going to do a full face of makeup that I hadn't really used in a while, and I'm really excited to give them just a bit of love and appreciation and use. Some of them I do use all the time, so I'm just going to continue to use them because they're my ride or die favorites. So if this is the kind of content that you love to watch, I would really appreciate it if you could give it a like, subscribe to my channel if you aren't already, and leave a comment. What are some products that you love that maybe you haven't used in a while? Do you need to give your makeup collection a bit of a clear out? Let me know in the comments below. I try to reply to every comment. I do reply to every comment. It really means a lot. It really helps my channel out. So let's dive in. So starting off, I've already prepped my skin. I have done all my skincare and put my SPF on, really important. I've let that all sink in. I'm going to pull my hair back with my favorite headband. I have this in like every color. So starting off, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Soft Glam. This is one of my favorites, but I have, oh no, actually I'm gonna prime the skin. So this I've had in my collection for a while. It's nearly used up. I've loved this for years, but I have those many other primers that a lot of them I've just kind of just forgotten about this one, and it's so good. So I'm gonna rub this in really around the nose where I want to minimize my pores. Sorry, I'm looking into the viewfinder using that as a mirror today. I do have another mirror, but I'm just gonna use the viewfinder and really press that into my pores. This, as you can see, I've nearly used this up. It's a phenomenal, I mean, there's a reason why this product is super viral. I think this was one of the first, if not the first, of this type of product. And so many others in the market tried to replicate it, dupe it, because it is just really wonderful. And they came out with the mattifying. I think they came out with a blemish control one. It's just, there's a reason why it stayed. Right now, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation. I think this is £8, $8. I have it in 2 shades because I'm kind of in between 2 shades at the moment. I put it onto an old tile sample that we got when we were doing over our kitchen. Clean it off, sanitize it, and I use that as a sort of palette of sorts. So put it onto my palette and I mix the two together really well. Like to really get my brush primed and go in. I am probably going to use my favorite mirror here. Yeah, I think that's a good color for me. And blendy blend. With a lovely little blemish right here that I want to cover up. This is a really true satin finish. It's just a fantastic product that went super viral when it came out. And I feel like people have just kind of stopped talking about it because that's what the makeup world is right now. It's just launch, 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 launch. And, you know, products come in hot, and then everyone just kind of forgets about products. But sometimes I think that's why I personally love watching these kinds of kinds of videos about full face of nothing new, because it can remind you about those gems that are in your makeup collection that you have and that you love. And it's, you know, sometimes you just need to give those really great products a little bit of love. And it just blends so easily and so seamlessly. I get really red ears. Does anyone else get really red ears? So I just do a little swirl on my ear. And yeah, it's as good as I remembered it. No, I've got meetings today. So I'm going quick because I need to be camera ready. In a pinch. Love that. I'm going to come in and look there. You know, I think it just looks so beautiful. Not matte, not dewy. I mean, it will set down a little bit and I'm going to set it. Love it. And I have a little bit left on my palette if I go a little bit crazy with some of my bronzing products. So this is a product that I love. It's expensive, but I treated myself a few years ago. Actually, I think my mom treated me to this. But, you know, the pan is huge. You can see I've loved this. And a little goes a long way, which is why I love it. So this is a very cool tone bronzer. So, and it is a cream, but it's definitely, I mean, I don't know if it says this. Looking Glow. Cream bronzer. I feel like, I mean, I don't know whether Charlotte Tilbury says this, but sorry, I didn't say what it is. It is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer in One Fair Pale. I feel like this is a cream to powder type of formula, personally. I don't feel as if this gives a glowy or a dewy appearance on the skin. I don't feel like this is something I need to set down, which I love. I don't like having a lot of dew in the center of my face. I don't feel like I've got a lot of pores or texture, but still it's just not the aesthetic that I like personally. I know that, like, you know, the whole clean girl vibe, that just wasn't, not my vibe, not my generation. I'm definitely a millennial. I'm 38 years old. I've not had any cosmetic procedures. I've not had any Botox. I've not had any fillers. Just an adoration for skincare and makeup. That's not to say that people, you know, that there aren't millennials that don't love the clean girl vibe. I'm just not one of them. And I love the finish that this bronzer gives me. So I'm sort of, what do they say, bronzing? Ugh, I hate phrases like that. But, you know, sculpting, but this is definitely not, this isn't a contour. This is not, you know, this is a bronze. This is not cool enough to be a sculpting product. But I like that it gives a little bit of definition to my face. And there we go. I'll do a little bit on my forehead just to give a little bit of warmth. I don't have an enormous forehead, but like feel free to disagree with me in the comments if you feel a certain type of way. I also love this brush. This is not a bronzer or a cream bronzer blush. This is the e.l.f. Putty Primer Applicator brush. But I've never used it for that. I just prefer to use my fingers for that. But I feel like this brush is just so small and it's got the right amount of stiffness for it to give you that nice amount of stipple. Oh, Lexi's come to visit us again. If anyone has seen any of my previous videos, I have a very, very old cat, Lexi, who likes to visit me when I'm filming, and she has not been doing all that well this week, which is why I didn't post a video earlier. This week I had to take her to the vet, unfortunately, and I honestly, I don't want to get emotional, I didn't think she was going to be coming home with me. She stopped eating. She's 17 and a half. I'm going to get emotional. And she stopped eating, but we have an incredible vet who has helped get her back doing well. She has very bad arthritis, including in her jaw. So I might need to pause and take a minute to gather myself. Bear with. Okay, I'm back. I've gathered myself, given her some cuddles. She's happy. She's gonna be with us, probably meowing a little bit through the video, but she's doing as well as can be expected for a 17-and-a-half-year-old cat with arthritis. But we did all the blood tests and everything, and the vet has said she's doing as well as can be expected for a cat of her age. There's that. So yeah, she's still with us. But yeah, so you might hear her meowing in the background, which is a good sign because earlier this week she could not have done that. So I'm gonna move on to concealer. This is no surprise to anyone. This is my favorite concealer, and I sort of whittled it down to pretty much just this in my collection because I love it. This is all I use. The Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer in RN1. This is my everyday favorite concealer. So a little goes a long way. I definitely need to get myself a little handheld mirror for filming these kinds of videos because this mirror is so big. I love it, but it is very big. Can I use this mirror? Ooh, here we go. Charlotte Tilbury to the rescue. So actually, I wanted to let it sit. Blend it out a little bit and then let it sit. So I'm gonna just let that sit for a minute while I move on to my brows. So this, again, no surprise to anyone, one of my faves, the e.l.f. Wow Brow in neutral brown. Again, no surprise to anyone, this is a true favorite. Another reason why I love this Charlotte Tilbury is the mirror size is just humongous. Actually, I'm coming up on a trip in a couple of weeks, and this will be a really good travel mirror. Let me know in the comments, do you guys want to see some like pack with me style of videos? I'm traveling to visit with my family. I'm not bringing the boys with me. For anyone who's new to the channel, I have 2 boys who are 3 and 6, and I'm traveling back to Boston, where I'm originally from. I've got actually a chatty get ready with me video coming up soon, so it'll be up before this video goes up, about sort of my origin story of how I came to be living in the UK. So again, for anyone who's new, I'm originally from Boston, but I live in the UK and I've been living here for 20 years. So I'm going back to visit my parents in Boston in a couple of weeks. And would you like to see some like vlog style videos and some pack with me videos about my trip? I'm definitely going to be doing some makeup shopping while I'm there. I want to go to Ulta. I want to go to Sephora. I want to go to CVS. I want to pick up, there's definitely some CoverGirl products. I've seen some new launches from CoverGirl I'd like to pick up, or at least, well, yeah, pick up because you can't do, I don't think they have testers in CVS, although if they do, I'd like to test them. Is that something you guys would be interested in? Let me know in the comments. I can do like a travel vlog while I'm there. Actually, I want to set my eyebrows down because this Wow Brow is really great for adding a little bit of color, as you can see, but it's not great at setting. I think I'm going to set with this one I haven't used in a while, but it's great. The NYX Fluff Up Brow Wax. I'm going to set with that. I need to pick up the pace. I just get so chatty. Anyone who knows me in real life can attest to the fact that I am just a chatty Cathy. So yeah, let me know what sort of videos you would like to see, because I have a lot of ideas. I definitely think I want, you know, I personally love watching like what's in my bag. I've been watching a bunch of those. There's a creator who I love and who really inspired me to start my channel, Jessica Braun. Her channel is It's Jessica Braun, B-R-A-U-N. She's great. I highly recommend, if you like, you know, this type of content and sort of chatty vlog style content and chatty makeup content, checking out her channel. She's just done some travel style content. I've been watching her. So I am going to be treating myself and using my Givenchy Prisme Libre powder. This I sort of save for special occasions, but I just thought I would, oh, excuse me, that's my laptop in the background. I thought I would just treat myself today because why not? It's Friday and I've got quite an important meeting later and I really want to look nice. So I thought, why not? Let's use our nice powder. But I really, I sort of save it and protect it. Because if you don't know, Givenchy changed their formulation on this powder when they took the talc out, but it made it really, I've never personally tried it, but I've seen videos and swatches of it and it made it super metallic, almost akin to a highlighter. And I'm not personally interested in dropping the amount of money that Givenchy costs on something that's not going to perform in the same way that this powder performs, because this powder is incredible. But I am interested when I'm in the States and trying. They've just launched, almost in response to the sort of clapback that they had on their reformulation, they've launched a pressed powder that's supposed to, and from what I've seen, it does perform in the same way that their old formulation of the loose powder performs. So I'm interested in trying that. It's spendy, it's expensive, but it performs. And if you love makeup the way that I love makeup, and you wear it every day and you want to treat yourself, it's maybe a treat for myself. So yeah, so now I'm gonna do a blush, and this is one that I love. It's the Milani Rose Powder Blush. You can see it's really beautiful, pressed into the shape of a rose. It's really beautiful, and the color I have is Romantic Rose, and this is a matte blush. It's just really beautiful, and this brush I'm using is the Morphe collab with Ariel. He's one of the Kardashian or maybe Kylie Jenner's makeup artist. But these brushes are incredible. They just perform beautifully. They're some of my favorite brushes. But yeah, I really enjoy this blush, and it wasn't getting enough love or use before I sort of did a clear out of my collection. I love blush. I definitely am one of those like blush blind people, but I don't care because it makes me happy. And also, does anyone else feel like their face like eats blush? I do. I feel like I'll put on blush and then an hour later, and this isn't like commentary on this specific blush. All blushes, every blush, cream blush, liquid blush, powder blush. When I layer it, every formulation, my face just eats blush. There we go. Moving on. I want to try and pick up the pace, Bridget. What am I doing next? Eyes. Do I want to put a highlighter on? I might do one. I hadn't pulled one out, but because it's a matte blush, and this is no surprise to anyone, I'm going in with Essence. This isn't the Pure Nude. This is just light. And again, this is the Morphe collab with Ariel. I've heard people say that this is a dupe for the Hourglass ambient powders. Maybe. I've used them. I've loved them. It's been a while. It's been years since I've used them. But it's a baked formula. Very, very light. Very ethereal. Can't complain. Love it. Right, I'm going to do a really, really quick eye. I think I might just go in with my fingers. So this is the e.l.f. Rose Gold Nude palette. This is old. And I think I'm just going to use this one here just with my finger. This is like a satin. It's not a metallic. It's just a satin. Just with my finger all over the lid, like a one and done. And I'm not even going to do a liner today. I'm just going to go really quick, curl the lashes, brown liner. Not brown liner. What did I just say? Brown mascara, and call it good, because I got things to do today. This is my favorite lash curler. It's the Shiseido lash curler, and I think I actually got this on Amazon. If I can find it, I will link this for you. And my lashes fall. I've got relatively long lashes, but they fall. So I really pump them. And if I can be bothered, which today I clearly can't be bothered, I'll hit the lash curler with a little bit of heat. Not a lot of heat, but a little bit of heat. It almost makes your lash curler into like a hot curler, like a curling wand, which will obviously help your lash hold the curl, but you have to be careful because you don't want to get it too hot, because you then run the risk of burning your lid. Proceed with caution. I've been obsessed with this. This is not new. I'm reluctant at the moment to open any new mascaras because they only are good for about 3 months. Then you want to toss them. So I, in my makeup collection clear out, tossed a lot of old mascaras that had gone past that 3 months but didn't open any new. So this isn't anything new, but equally it's not anything like really old, because gotta be careful with your eyes. Eye health is not something to be trifled with, and I am not good at being careful when applying mascara without liner. I'm not gonna lie. Liner, for me anyways, is like a bit of a safety net when I'm putting mascara on, because it means that you can like bump up against your lid without worrying about leaving a mark because you've already put pigment there. But when you don't have any liner, you have to be a little bit more careful. So a little trick is, if you get something on your lid, which I think I've managed not to today, I have a stiff brow brush. Let me pull it out. But that's not a spoolie that I use. I now can't find it, but similar to this, a stiffer brow brush. You can see that one's quite stiff. That doesn't have any product on it. So then when you go in, just really carefully let the mascara that you've accidentally gotten on your lid dry down, and just really carefully sort of dust it off, or like scrape it off with that brush. The one I have, oh, here it is. I found it. Is by Real Techniques. I've had it for so long that I don't know if they sell this one anymore, but it's the one, it's the pink, a purple barrel by Real Techniques. And I bought it together in a set with a spoolie. If you can find it, this one is phenomenal. But any sort of stiff angled brush will do. We're going to finish things off with a lip. This is the Essence Soft and Precise. Is that upside down? No, that's right way around. Essence Soft and Precise Lip Pencil. 202 My Mind, I think is the color. This is kind of, oh, my lips are dry. Apologies for these nasty dry lips. Why does everyone on YouTube, everyone in the beauty community on YouTube does this? Trying to put on lip liner while talking. Bear with. My lips are so dry, man. Right, I like that color. It's a little on the dry side, but that means it's gonna stay, which means I'm probably inclined to color the entirety of my lips in. Right, sorry, I'll finish my thought now. If you have a lip liner that is a little less creamy and more sort of stiff like that, it will stay, which I find for me anyways, that if I just do the outline, when my bullet lip color, which I'll tell you about this in a minute, wears away, I end up with just the outline, and I just hate that look. For me, each to their own. So that means that when this bullet lipstick wears away, I'll be left with the whole color, and I suck at reapplying lipstick. I just get so into what I'm doing. I don't have to worry about that. If I remember to reapply, great, but if not, I know that I'm covered with regards to the color coverage. So now this is, if you can find this, buy it, pick it up. This, and I'm actually going to try and pick one up for my mom because she loves this. This is the Essence Caring Shine in the color 202. So same color. This is so similar to Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, and it's so comfortable on the lips. There we go. And actually, I'm going to be, there's an online order that I want to place from a website that sells Essence, because there's a few things I want to try out. So that just reminds me, I'm going to add this duo to my order for my mom. If you're watching this, Mom, you're welcome. So rounding it out with, I've had this for a while, the TirTir Mask Fit Makeup Fixer. This is great. This is really, really long lasting. I think you can get this on Amazon, US and UK. I'm pretty sure I got this on YesStyle. You can get a lot of Korean skincare and makeup on YesStyle. Highly recommend. I will link it below. I'll try and link everything below as I usually do, but it also has a really excellent mist on it as well. And that, my friends, is everything. I hope you enjoyed this. I tried to make it not super long. If this is the kind of content that you enjoy, I would really appreciate it if you could like, comment, and subscribe. I try to upload every week. I'm a mom of two, so that's not always possible, but I really try. Let me know in the comments below what kind of content you like, if there's any kind of videos that you like, if there's any kind of product that you're particularly interested in, let me know and I'll try and pick it up. I love makeup, I love skincare. There's a couple of videos that I have planned coming up. Definitely some travel content coming up. So stay tuned. And again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.